Hi, I'm Dr. Mary. Welcome back to our health education series where we simplify complex medical topics. If someone told you, you have type 2 diabetes, what would you think? Would you feel overwhelmed or perhaps even a little bit frightened? For many, it's a moment of shock. People immediately picture needles, forbidden foods, or the scary complications they've heard about from relatives. But I want to start our time together today by saying that type 2 diabetes is much more understandable and manageable than it often sounds. In fact, with a science-based plan, many people can significantly improve their blood sugar and even achieve remission in some cases. In this comprehensive 10-minute guide, we are going to break it all down. First, we'll look at what is happening inside your body at a biological level. Then we'll discuss how doctors diagnose it, the early symptoms you should never ignore, and a practical 5-step plan for your next moves. Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes and is not personal medical advice. If you have severe symptoms, seek care immediately. Let's start at the beginning. What actually is type 2 diabetes? Fundamentally, it's a chronic condition affecting how your body uses sugar for fuel. Every time you eat, especially carbohydrates like bread or fruit, your body breaks them down into glucose, which enters your bloodstream as sugar. When your blood sugar rises, your pancreas, an organ behind your stomach, senses this and releases a hormone called insulin. Think of insulin as a key. Its job is to unlock the doors of your cells so the sugar can move from the blood into the cells to be used for energy. In type 2 diabetes, this elegant system starts to fail. Either the locks on the cells become rusty, or the pancreas eventually runs out of keys. When sugar can't get into the cells, it stays in the blood. This high blood sugar, or hyperglycemia, is what leads to the symptoms and risks we talk about. Now, let's look closer at the most common driver: insulin resistance. Imagine you have a beautiful home with a heavy front door. With insulin resistance, that lock becomes stiff. The key, the insulin, still fits, but it's much harder to turn and open the door. Your body is smart. It sees the door isn't opening, so it tells the pancreas to produce more insulin, more and more keys, to force the door open. This can actually keep your blood sugar normal for 10 or 20 years. But during this silent phase, your insulin levels are dangerously high. Eventually, the pancreas starts to fatigue. It can't keep up that high production forever. This brings us into the stage of prediabetes. Prediabetes is when your blood sugar is higher than it should be, but it hasn't quite reached the medical definition of full type 2 diabetes yet. This is the absolute best time to intervene. Think of it as an early warning light on your car's dashboard telling you to change the oil before the engine fails. So, how do we get these numbers? Doctors rely on a few specific lab tests to see exactly where your blood sugar stands. The most common is the A1C test. It doesn't look at one moment. It measures your average blood sugar over the past 2 to 3 months. Then there's the fasting blood glucose test. You don't eat for at least 8 hours before this blood draw to see your baseline levels. Occasionally, we use an oral glucose tolerance test, where you drink a sugary beverage, and we measure how quickly your body can clear that sugar. Now, let's talk about symptoms. This is tricky because many people with type 2 diabetes feel perfectly fine. They have no obvious symptoms at all. But for others, the first signs are subtle. You might find yourself reaching for water much more often or visiting the bathroom several times a night. This happens because your kidneys are working overtime to flush out the excess sugar through your urine, which pulls water out of your tissues. Frequent trips to the bathroom, especially waking up multiple times during the night, is a very common early sign to watch for. Unexplained fatigue or sudden blurry vision can also occur when your blood sugar levels are consistently running too high. Tingling, numbness, or a pins and needles sensation in your hands and feet are more serious signs that elevated sugar is beginning to irritate your nerves. If you have any of these symptoms, please don't wait. A simple blood test can provide the answers you need to start protecting your future health today. Why does this happen to some people and not others? It's usually a combination of genetics and our modern environment. Family history is a big factor. Visceral fat, the fat stored around your internal organs, plays a huge role in driving insulin resistance in the body. These chemicals make it even harder for insulin to work, driving that insulin resistance we talked about earlier even higher. Our modern lifestyle. Low physical activity and a diet high in ultra-processed, sugary foods creates a perfect storm for this condition to develop. Don't forget stress and sleep. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which tells your liver to dump even more sugar into your blood, making everything worse. I want to remind you, having diabetes is not a moral failing. It's a medical challenge. Now let's talk about how we solve that challenge together. Ready for the good news? You have more control than you might think. Let's walk through your 5-step action plan for success. Step 1 is knowing your baseline. You can't manage what you don't measure. Get your A1C, fasting glucose, and blood pressure checked. Step 2, food. Build your meals around high-quality protein, plenty of fiber, and healthy fats. This combo keeps sugar stable. Step 3, the 10-minute walk. Moving your body right after a meal tells your muscles to pull sugar out of your blood without needing as much insulin. Step 4, prioritize your rest. Poor sleep is a huge stressor on the body. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to lower your morning sugar levels. Step 5, use your professional tools. Talk to your doctor about medications like metformin. They aren't cheating. They are science-backed ways to protect your organs. Why do we put in this effort? Because we want to prevent the damage that long-term high blood sugar can do to your delicate blood vessels. We are working to protect your vision, your kidney function, your heart health, and your brain for the next 30, 40, or 50 years. Every healthy meal and every post-meal walk is a deposit into your future health. Those small daily wins add up to massive long-term protection. In summary, type 2 diabetes is high blood sugar caused by insulin resistance. It is common, but it is also very treatable with the right plan. Comment diabetes below and let me know which topic you want me to deep dive into next. A1C, medications, or food swaps? I'm listening. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more calm, evidence-based health education. I'll see you in the next video.